Hey Claudia, so I'm just going to go over some things to help you guys' website rank better on Google and some things you can improve. So right away, Google loves content. The more content you have, the better. You guys have a lot of stuff on here, but as far as words, it doesn't look like you have too much content, so you could always use some more content. And you want keyword-rich content too, stuff that says where you're at, like in Olathe right here. That would be keyword rich. You don't want to make it spammy. You want to make sure it's natural, like if you were talking to someone, and then you just throw in some keywords here and there. Another thing is for these images, you can save them with keywords as well. So Olathe roofing or whatever keyword you want to rank for. Um, the next thing, I threw you into Ahrefs. It's a cool tool that kind of lets you see your background for SEO and how you're doing. You guys have some backlinks here. That's the first thing. There's also this UR and DR score. I can get to that if you have any questions about that. It kind of just gives you an idea about how you're ranking. This all kind of mirrors itself. But backlinks, let's go check them out. There's a whole bunch of them. There's guest posts, there's citations, there's blogs, blog commenting. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Other websites linking back to is all a backlink is. And they're not all created equal. You want a high DR, high UR score. You don't want spammy ones, and then you want them to be relevant to your industry or to your website. You don't want to go ranking for a fast food website or some sporting event. You'd want ones that are in the construction industry. Like this, it sounds like a construction industry one. It looks like an article. This is a pretty good backlink right here. Just by looking at it. I believe that's just a citation. But there's a whole bunch of them. You can go check them out. You can go look at your competitors, and you can grab all those and beat them there. Next thing I'm going to show you is your keywords. This is the fun stuff. It kind of gives you an idea what people are searching. So Olathe roofing companies. So that's good. You're in the first page for these. Second page on a few of them as well. But yeah, this is what you want to see. You want to see these things. There's 50 volume for that. There's another 50 volume for that. Another 50 for that. Another 30 for that. So you guys are not doing too bad in Olathe. But you could obviously you want to go for that number one spot. Generally, the number one spot gets about a third of that traffic, and obviously a 10th spot doesn't get much of it. And this is per month as well, and it's a little bit lower on the numbers. So there's also you can get the surrounding areas and go for those as well. So one of the bigger ones is obviously Kansas City. It's the biggest one, obviously. First there's ads right here. Then there's the GMB. Then there's organic. End users at the top, which I don't like. And then there's this guy. Pulling up his, you can see his has, it doesn't really have a lot of content either. It's got more, like this gives it content. See if this takes me to a different spot. Yep. So that doesn't count. But it gives it some. But let's check out how his images are saved. Yep, he doesn't do it right. A lot of people don't. So now you have that advantage because you know that this guy doesn't, and you can save yours as a keyword. And Google just doesn't see photos; it just sees what they're saved as, and it just it takes the keyword as saved as and can give it to you. Pulling up this guy, you can already see compared to your guys's. You guys are a little worse than this guy, but this guy has a lot more backlinks, and he's got a lot more keywords because of it, and he gets a lot more traffic as well. So that's obviously himself, but roofing Kansas City 400 right there. He's the number one spot. Roofing companies, there's 600 there. There's a lot of these. And obviously there's also the surrounding areas. So, you can go out there and make all these back pages, location pages for all of those and go for those as well. But yeah, you start adding up all these keywords. Generally, the top spot gets about a third of that, and a third of all this coming in every month. What would that end up doing for you guys as company? The last thing I was going to talk about is GMB. So you want to make sure it's completed 100%. Then you want to Google likes, making sure it's legit, a legit company, something that's been around, that's active. So you want a lot of citations. Citations help your GMB. Citations are like Yellow Pages, Yelp, basically anywhere that you can, any directories basically. And then there's also social profiles too. Those would be like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all those. There's a whole bunch of those out there. You can search for them. They're generally free to, a lot of them are free. There's thousands of them. And then you also want to add pictures of the content, and then obviously reviews. Everyone knows about reviews. You want to get reviews too. That helps too. Anyways, my name's Brooke Fisher. Here's my cell, my work phone, my email. Thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing what you think. I hope you have a good rest of your day.